Profanity Nation.
Yeah, it's the new era of man for some old school fans with a new school brand. We got money on the mic with the plan in hand. And Stat Pat to his left, they go hand in hand. And to the right, we got Simpster, he putting it down. It's the Profanity Nation, we running the town. Yeah,
It's the Profanity Nation.
Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Profanity Nation podcast, where we are the voice of the professional fan. And we are back in our studio, guys. As always, I got my co-hosts, both of them with me today. We got Money Mike on the right, Mr. Money Mike, back from vacation. How are you?
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Copyright protection.
Yeah,
that was really good.
Yeah, that's my rendition. I don't think anybody is going to. I'm not gonna make no money off of it.
No, I don't think anyone's gonna record that one or sample it. Mr. Stat Pat, how are you doing? You're coming back from a little vacation as well.
Yeah, man. As you see, I'm coming here like
Enjoying
summer,
it.
first weekend of summertime.
Love the dedication,
it's
man.
a
They came in there with the family.
Yeah, they're parked downstairs.
I wish I would have been here earlier.
In the camper sleeping downstairs.
It would have been here earlier. I didn't have to take it back tomorrow.
We are back. We are in studio and it feels good, guys.
Yeah.
A lot's happened since we've been back in here. Of course, we we went to our what we'll call our playoff set, but we're back. We're in our OG set here. So, hey, if you're listening to the show or you listen to the show on podcast, be sure to check us out on YouTube or at our website, which is infanity.com. That is infanity.com, or on YouTube, which is YouTube/@infanity-TV. That's our little handle there. Be sure to go there because that's where you can watch the show. You're listening, it's time to watch it and see the faces. All right, guys. So lots happened. We've had obviously NBA's come to conclusion. Denver Nuggets have won the championship. We know all this since then, and since you guys have been gone, especially Mike, the NBA draft has come and gone. But before we get to that, let's catch up a little bit on where you've been, because you actually took a very interesting trip, and you kind of went into the enemy's territory.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I went straight there.
Yeah.
The
Go ahead
Lions
and tell
Den.
us about this.
Man.
Money Mike.
So it was an educational tour with the Girl Scouts. If you guys follow me, y'all know I'm a Girl Scout dad and everything. And there was a 10-day trip that we had to take, and our first place that we went to was to Boston. We went to Boston.
Dun, dun, dun,
We
dun.
flew
Right.
into Boston. So I
Yikes.
strategically said, okay, I got to make sure I wear my Laker gear. My, what am I gonna wear every day?
Wait, for the record, you were planning this out for weeks before you went.
Yeah.
We were talking about what you're
Right.
going to wear. You were
Yeah,
talking
because I'm strategically trying to figure out how, when I walk there and I walk around with my chest big and proud, I wanted to make sure that they knew that I was a Laker fan. And so what I chose was the 2010 championship, where it had homage to Kobe, obviously. Had
where they
homage
beat
to
Boston.
The Game 7 when we beat Boston.
Yeah.
It just reminded them.
Yeah.
I figured when I come off that plane,
Yeah.
I'm going to rub it in.
I'm just gonna walk around like with that. And I went and I took pictures, man.
Do we have some pictures?
With some police
I think
officers?
we have some pictures. Right?
Yeah, we may
go.
have a couple.
Oh, we have the slideshow.
Oh, we got a slideshow.
It's like a classic slideshow.
Oh
There you
yeah,
go.
There he is.
So I see that's me. I'm in front of.
For those
Jaylen
of you
Brown.
guys,
I'm mocking the post.
okay,
You
so
know, I'm
money,
actually grabbing
money.
the ball.
so money. So
Tatum.
we have to remember it's kind of like simulcast, so we got to make sure that we can
Yeah, he'll
describe this
Describe what
to
what
this,
we're showing
because
here.
they're gonna be like, see that over there? Look like
Okay. So you're in Boston. Okay, the pictures they're going to go ahead and keep flipping, which is great. Tell us where you are there. It looks like you're in. Is that at the airport or TD Garden?
So we was actually at TD Garden.
Okay.
We
Okay.
literally, that's where we went and had lunch, and I was like, oh, so I get to walk in like the Garden.
You're
I
like,
mean?
nah.
Yeah,
So I got it. How they have the wrap around with all the players,
Right.
like, you know what I mean? So they had the Bruins, because the Bruins play there too. I just ignored them. That's hockey. I went right to the basketball players.
We're good
Tatum,
with the picks there.
and I'm posting pictures, of me in front of them with the same pose. I'm acting like I'm grabbing Tatum's ball.
Like
You
mocking
know,
him.
I'm mocking
ooh.
everybody.
You were
You know,
what?
I actually walked
Grabbing
up. I
Tatum's-
actually walked up.
Grabbing Tatum's what?
No, basketball.
All right,
Hilarious.
Basketball.
Oh my
Wow.
lord!
Right, yeah, you know what I mean? Basketball.
All
And
right.
I actually, I'll tell you a
I
funny
knew
story.
he'd stoop low. But
I
that's
asked him.
low, my man.
Actually asked him about taking a tour. I said, hey, you know, I wasn't gonna go, but I wanted to ask him just so that way, you know, I could promote.
So you could
conversation.
stand him up.
So I
Right.
said, so I walked up
Right.
I walked up with my shirt and I
Right,
said,
fuck
hey, you know, are you guys doing any tours today? They're like, oh well, they were like, well, you're probably not gonna like any
Did
other
they say
stuff.
that?
Yeah, they say you're probably not gonna like. He said the only pictures that we have in there, we really don't have very many pictures of your team, and the only one that we have is the one from 2008. I
Yep.
said, well, where's the one from 2010? You know, and they're like, nah, we ain't got those. You know what I mean? So we was doing shade back and forth. I actually have a video. I'm probably gonna post it on my Instagram. I walked into the Boston team store, and then I walked out and said, hey, I couldn't find nothing I was looking for.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm gonna post it on Instagram.
With your Lakers shit on.
Yeah, with my Lakers championship shirt though. Yeah, I was having fun, man. I was having fun when out there. Boston's a different place though, man. I'll never ever want to go back there. Yeah.
Never. You good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
One
good.
and done.
Like, yeah. You know, if I ever go to Boston, it is only gonna be to the game and then back home. I don't need the clam chowder is not good. You know,
it wasn't what you thought.
yeah, it's
What?
yeah. Boston don't have nothing to offer me.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now you did visit
Yeah.
a couple other places.
Oh yeah, we went to Philly. Philly was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Nice.
I was at DC, Jamestown.
Okay.
Man, where else we go? New York, Times Square. Yeah.
So let's get this straight. How many different hotels did you stay?
Man, listen. Let me just say this: G League players, I feel y'all. We in 10 days. In 10 days, I did 5 hotels, and we actually did 7 states, and you know, because we went to Connecticut, we was in Maryland, we was in Virginia.
So I just want to say
Damn.
this right now.
Yeah.
I just want to say this right now. That takes a lot of planning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the most important thing for him was what he was going to wear coming off the plane
Yeah,
in
100%.
Boston. Out of all of that,
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck what he was gonna wear.
the most difficult decision for him to make was, but what am I going to wear?
Oh yeah, he didn't care about.
Oh
what he-
yeah. I was going
for the walk off the plane.
Yeah.
Like that
Oh,
was
yeah.
the most
I
important
wanted to-
wardrobe of the whole trip. Like,
Yeah, look,
what am
I
gonna
will
walk
tell you,
with?
though.
It was downhill from there.
Yeah.
Hey, look, hey, full disclosure though, I was nervous about this whole playoff situation though.
Oh, at
Because,
the time,
You know, I was out there when the finals were going on. So I saw the Nuggets win the championship, you know, in the hotel room. And if Boston would have been in the playoffs, it would have been a whole nother.
Well, Money, I want to ask
So,
you a question.
what's up?
Really, like, you know, honestly, like, you know, fan to fan.
Yeah.
Say if the Boston Celtics would have beat the Miami Heat, would you came
Yes.
off that plane with that
100%.
same? Okay, I want you to
100%.
keep that energy
100%.
because
Yep,
that's
yep.
where it counts.
100%.
That's where it counts.
100%.
That's where it counts. You're in the
actually
championship and you're so defiant to the end.
I actually,
You ain't cowering
I
away
actually
from the challenge.
would've-
That's what I'm talking about.
I actually would have strategically planned it where I was around a whole lot of Girl Scouts. So when I taught my crap, they didn't want to get
Ah.
you know what I mean?
That is funny. So
You
they
got a
could
Girl
pretend-
Scout buffer?
They were your
Yeah.
they were your shield.
Yeah, but no, listen. Look,
And besides, they like green.
I gotta
They
keep
wear
that. I
green,
gotta
right?
keep that
You know,
smoke
you
though.
know.
Infiltrating.
Yeah.
Listen. You
With
got
Girl
to
Scouts.
The Lakers are cool. Then he throws
And
his
man,
daughter
look,
in front. He's like,
Hey,
blah, blah, blah,
I don't think
green.
I actually don't think we had the picture. But the second day I was out there, I wore a Kobe shirt. You know what I mean? And we walking around. I saw a guy, and he had a Laker T-shirt on, and I was like, "Hey, man, Lakers."
Your
Oh
family.
yeah. So I went and actually took a picture of a random dude.
That's sweet. You're like,
You know what I mean?
Hey man,
Yeah.
Laker love, dude.
Did he
Yeah.
care about you as much as you cared
No,
about him?
no. Listen,
At all.
I was way more excited to see him
Uh,
than he was to see me.
He said, he's like, first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, he thought this is
Yeah.
the worst every time I wear this
So
shirt.
I will tell you a funny story though.
Please don't have a Laker
I
fan.
will tell
Please
you a
don't have
funny
Laker
story.
fan.
We were over
Never
in
wearing
like in
this
a
thing
little
again.
marketplace. I was in the marketplace area, and I had my shirt on,
Yeah.
and this guy, it was a kiosk, and the guy waved me over. He waved me over. I didn't. We don't have that picture up. The guy waved me over to the kiosk, and I'm like, I'm a Laker fan. Why are you waving me over? And it was a picture. You guys know that famous picture of Muhammad Ali where he knocked down Jordan's favorite. Well, it was basically that image, but it was Larry Bird knocking out Magic Johnson. Yeah.
Anyway, you didn't take a picture of the image?
I did take a picture of the image.
All right, it's okay. So we'll show it on Instagram.
Which
Follow
is hilarious,
Infanity
right?
Television on Instagram.
Which is hilarious, right? That the fact that they have that picture, thinking as if he got the better of Magic Johnson in that whole rivalry.
Yeah, they changed history.
It's
in that
4 times they played each other. When it count, Magic is 3-1 against Bird. Right. There is absolutely no reason why that.
Well,
there was that one. That's what they're counting on. That's the one. I
guess.
I could tell you this.
All right.
Boston's,
if you pull it up, maybe we can get you.
Boston's version of history is different than anyone else's in the country.
Well, I believe that.
I'll just leave it like that. Like, if you really want to know the history of.
All right, let's get down to what everyone's here to talk about and everyone wants to hear us talk about. Let's get down to this NBA draft, guys. Okay, so obviously the Lakers, just having the number 17 pick was huge, but because people didn't expect them to have a pick at all. So the fact that they have 17 is big. But then they did some trades. Stat, why don't you go ahead and, if you could, fill us in on what they did? 47.
Yeah, so we had the 47th pick. We had the 17th and the 47th pick going into the draft. And so they traded. They actually moved up in the draft to the 40th pick to get Max. Well, we were talking about it right now. Just so they made sure that they got the 17th and the 40th pick. And that is a really big, because they worked out a lot of local cats, a lot of people that were from the area, and they liked what they saw with some of the people that we picked out. So we could talk about the draft in pretty much just the highlights of it. You got Wemby, right?
Wemby, you know what? I think pretty much everything went status quo through the first
at least the first 3.
Oh yeah,
the first 3
going 30. Everyone expected that.
Yeah.
Of course, if you haven't been watching, be sure to check out the breaks and DJ Tracy Tree. She's the one calling it. She's calling it right now. The breaks air every weekday at noon on Infanity TV.
Yeah.
But DJ Tracy Trees, she believes that Victor's going to be a bust, and she thinks Scoot's going to be the biggest pickup from this draft in particular. What are your thoughts? Let's just go right off that real quick.
All right, so I probably will say, okay, maybe Scoot will be the rookie of the year only because of opportunity, and he's going to be working with Dame, so he has that. However, one thing about like the San Antonio Spurs is that they're going to do things the right way. And if they have a superstar, they're going to groom that superstar the same way they groomed Tim Duncan and Robinson.
Yep.
It doesn't seem like this guy has this kind of over the top personality where he's a loose cannon and he's just very, very talented and he's tall as hell, but you still there's risk there. There's no inherent risk with him going into now San Antonio with Popovich there to provide tutelage and playing the right way and being that's why I can't see him failing, because he's going to get every opportunity to succeed because he has Pop. It's kind of like Duncan to Pop, like Kobe to Jackson. You know what I'm saying? It's like that is your comparison. So I just don't see it. And yeah, but just like what was the guy's name? Ant-Man, he won Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
But it's because he just dynamic scorer and
it's also it definitely depends on what position you're coming out and playing. If you're coming out and playing point guard, it might take a little longer for you to become general of the team. Also, like you said, depending on the team you're going to, what kind of playing time you're going to get, all that good stuff. But Victor, Money Mike, Victor going to San Antonio, forgive my is like a parent's wet dream. It's like sending them to the G-rated league. Like he's got a father figure in Pop. He's got Duncan. He's got Robinson.
Do you see that picture?
Yeah.
You saw the picture? Do you see the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he's there with all the greats. You're right.
So-
he's not going to get pushed too hard.
So-
The media is not too rough.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to be too hard on him because anything he does, everyone will go, well, that's what Pop asked of him.
Yeah.
So it's
Pop taking all the bullets.
But hold on,
parents
but okay.
if my
Yeah.
son's going in the league and going number one, please don't go to Miami or LA where you're just going to get
Shoot-
blasted.
Or New York.
Yeah.
Shoot
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Okay, so but let's really talk about it though. Like, you
Okay,
know,
we here. We're here.
I mean, I've seen video. I watched him play a few times. I've been very impressed by what I've seen, but
Yeah.
let's really talk about it.
Yes, sir.
He hasn't played the American game yet,
Hasn't.
right?
He hasn't.
I weigh 240
And
pounds.
he's not playing summer league.
Wait. I'm 6 feet, and I'm 240. You know how much a guy weighs? 237 pounds.
And he's
He's
7'4".
7'4".
Yep.
So, man, like
lanky.
he's really lanky. He's really tall. I mean, he could dribble. He could do a whole lot of
What
stuff.
position does he play?
Center.
You know what's interesting about
He's got
that?
to bang against
But-
Jokic
yeah.
and Embiid.
Well, he's not banging.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's the thing.
Who's going to defend Jokic and Embiid?
Well, he's not doing that.
When
Well-
he's in, you're going to have twin towers
Well,
again.
yeah.
Yeah. So whatever center you get is going to be the one that's going to guard all the beefy centers. Now he's going to, with his length, is going to be able to. Hopefully, he can laterally move so he can affect the power forward shot. But he can't bang. We're not asking him to bang.
But what I'm saying is, so here's the thing, though. Like, he definitely will be able to block the first move. But everybody in the big leagues, they got secondary and third, and
True.
third moves. So I think, I think he's going to do well. I think he definitely listen. Everybody knows that they could get in his core. And they'll be able to move him out the way, body him. He's going to see things that he hadn't seen because people aren't intimidated. And when you come in that high, you know what I mean? Like, and you do, because I feel like he's getting a lot of ball treatment. When Lonzo came over to Lakers, and then Magic was talking about he's going to be the next great guard. You start putting him up, he's going to be the next savior. I feel all that. Man, I could see. I'm not gonna say he could fail, but I think his expectations may be a tad bit too high.
And I can understand what you're saying because I was looking at it on the straight basketball,
Right.
Playing, but if we're thinking about how can he handle the mental strain of like, dude, the same stuff that I was doing back in the day is just not working here.
Yeah.
But when we're talking about lanky people, the lanky
Centers.
thing was like, well, KD was too lanky.
Yeah, but KD, listen, KD
Giannis
is
was too
about-
lanky.
Yeah, but he.
So all these people were lanky, and then they grew into a solid frame. What I'm saying
I think he
is,
still need at least another 30 pounds.
but then what do you? Okay, so
But then the knees go.
so let's be okay. All right,
Muscle.
let's be honest. Why are we all over the place, like just all over ourselves for Victor? Is because of his incredible skill set.
No, because he's 7'4".
No, but he's 7'4" and
He's
dribble.
7'4". He can dribble
Nope.
and he can shoot.
Nope.
All right, well, let me hear it.
You guys want to take a dip? Do we have any like crazy music over there? Like
I have no.
time for Simster's conspiracy theories.
We can try
Is there-
Twilight Zone.
I guess we won't hear it, right? So
Yeah.
that's
Next
right.
week.
Okay. We're gonna go in a minute to Simster's conspiracy theories.
Okay,
guys.
here we go.
All right, here we go. Let's just wander down the rabbit hole with me, if you would. Yeah.
On
there's my
cue,
man.
Dewan.
Yeah, my man. All right, here we go. Okay. I want a percentage from you guys on this conspiracy theory as to whether it's true or false. Okay, now we already know. I'm going to do some prefacing, then I'll tell you. We already know that marketing a player will make most people think he's better than he really is, and this and that, and it's happened tons of times, right?
Right.
The NBA, brand, Reebok, it doesn't matter. They
Right.
market a player, and all of a sudden, you think he's great, and you find out he's not that great.
Right.
Okay. The NBA is against the ropes right now. They are absolutely desperate. They haven't been this desperate in a long time.
Here we go.
They need a new golden boy.
Yeah.
John Morant
Yeah, John Morant
just
messed all that up.
failed. Zion, done. LeBron on his way out. They do not have a golden boy. Now, we know that in the past, there's conspiracy theories that, Ewing to New York and even Magic to LA, all these things, right? They're done with players and their superstars and their potential golden boys effing up.
Right.
We're sending them to Pop. We're going to make sure San Antonio gets this guy. We're sending them to Pop. And we're going to make sure he stays out of trouble. And we can actually invest in our new golden boy. Now, I just want a percentage from you as to just from 0 to 100, how likely or possible that is. Let's go.
Go money first.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I love that conspiracy theory.
Right?
I say that's about 60-65% chance. Why?
I didn't want to go that high.
No,
but
I
gotta go high, bro.
It is,
right?
Because the thing about Popovich, he don't tolerate certain
It ain't
stuff.
gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen on his watch.
It ain't.
He is from the army.
Right.
It ain't happening.
Yeah.
We know this.
Right.
It ain't happening.
And Wemby is going to probably has already had that meeting.
Bro,
about
he had the meeting with all the good old. You saw the good old. I'm telling you, there's a picture out there, guys, with Sean Elliott, David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tim. That's
I
it.
think
Right?
that was it. Yeah.
The cleanest of cuttest people in the league.
I smell it.
Oh my God, bro! I hate being
they're
that
protecting
guy.
their marketing dream, and I'm
They
just gonna
have
put
to.
that out there now.
Well, then after okay, so let's go. Okay, let's carry the bone. If that's the case, then how can DJ
say she club? Oh, she didn't see it.
How's she gonna say that he's going to be a bust if we're gonna buy into this conspiracy theory? Because there ain't no way he can be a bust.
I'm just now putting the conspiracy theory out in the universe.
I need to hear what you say about what she's saying.
We'll see what her response is on the next episode of The Breaks this Friday.
Thank you, because honestly, I thought just by on basketball standpoint, he's going to get the best tutelage that he can in the league now. Because at the end of the day, we have a lot of new age coaches.
Yep.
We have a lot of player coaches.
Yep.
We're trying to do this kumbaya stuff.
Hey,
excuse me,
freedom.
But we don't have too many of the old guard that is there and understand it's X's and O's, and you need to set an example. And all this is just too much. I'm gonna let y'all have autonomy to do what the hell you want to do, and look what it got them. Look at what it gets them. Like you have nobody in Zion's ear being like, Mariah Mills. And there's nobody there to give him that. To give him the extra, you're for it, really? That person? Because that person, that would kind of change your whole thing.
Understand that though, man. The whole what is she doing? I mean, I'm sorry, we digress.
What I'm saying, we're about to cannonball.
Let's talk about it.
Cannonball into the rabbit hole. The cannonball into the rabbit hole.
Goes Mike. Officially, my conspiracy theory is out in the universe.
So we
can move on.
Okay, so what really? Hold on, let me listen.
It is cold.
You know what I don't understand? Help me understand this. Side chicks, right? I'm just side chicks.
Yeah.
Help me understand this. Back in the day, y'all knew y'all were side chicks, right?
Yeah.
Why do you want this attention now? To
just because you can. But social media, you can.
What's
the
but what's the end goal though? Because here's the thing: when you are a side chick, and listen. First of all, let me. Full disclosure, I do not recommend anybody having a side chick.
You're like, I'm not condoning.
But if you're a side chick, usually these side chicks, they're able to navigate in their world where they are incognito and they can have as many people that they want. And they can actually be very successful and not really work a day in their life.
See, I got you, dog.
So with this one now, she has exposed herself.
Bro.
And now, I mean, I feel sorry for her because Zion ain't gonna leave his baby mama, right?
No.
So now, what was her end goal?
Dude, she's making bank on OnlyFans because
Look,
everyone wants to. Go see her
I got
OnlyFans.
that.
What's the hubbub? What's going on? And so what my granddad told me, okay, my granddad told me, and I'm already old, so my granddad told me, so this is old school game. He said, dude, the only thing different between me and you is technology.
Yeah.
He said that the only thing, because the same interpersonal relationships and dynamics have happened. There's always been the third woman since the beginning of time.
Yep.
It has never not been the side chick. It had never been. However, now how does a side chick get retribution? How did a side chick get her get back? Right? So now, before it used to be, I busted windows out of the car, or I sprayed cheater on your car. I'm gonna get you back somehow. So I'm getting you back. However, that's not punitive enough.
That was the only way to expose you as a cheater.
Right?
Now,
it's not enough. Now I have the internet. So the short answer, what happened? Internet.
Yeah.
Because now these chicks are now on the internet and like, bro, I have a wide reach. We doing exposure on
Why do we
10,
care though?
On 10.
Because at the
so
end
we
of the
doing
day,
it.
They all care. America loves scandal.
Dude, and she's doing
TMZ.
it. But and you know what? The thing is, because I was following it from the beginning, and the first time she dropped, it was salacious. We were all in it. Second time, it was like, okay, damn, some more stuff. After the third or fourth time, like, girl, you need to do something different. It ain't hitting the same way you think it is.
Let's just hit on
now
this.
you look pathetic.
Let's just hit on this. Trying to blackmail the Pelicans against you, trade him, or I'm releasing these. Who does she like? Sex? They're like, release it.
So we're gonna show you how the 10% work. So the owner of the Pelicans picked up the phone and said, Elon, I think we have a problem here. Okay.
Yep. Twitter shut down.
Boom, shut down. Close her account.
And almost nobody gets shut down on Twitter anymore with Elon there.
She's not. Whoop.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like, yeah. So that's where we're at. So to your question, to answer to your question, like, look, man, I just think she's petty. Women has always been petty, but men have always been petty too, right? For you to side dude, you've always been petty. You've done things. Now all of a sudden, you releasing all the pictures you took of her. You know, you took all these pictures. You all these videos
NDA.
and stuff.
Get
like
an NDA sign.
You need NDAs.
Look,
but still, she'll release it. And what are you going to sue her and get? What are you going to get? I mean, she's OnlyFans. She's like,
look. Ume.
Yeah.
If we look at, because he is a template, right? He's a template.
Just back.
Ume got paid for an extra year. He never said nothing. He never said sorry.
No,
he never said I did it.
He just
he just literally
he quietly
walked
away. Quietly walked away.
Ume didn't even walk away. He just stayed at home and got paid for a whole year, to do nothing.
And then
picked up another job.
Yep.
And then now he's going on about it.
Had his pick of
and
a
one
jobs,
person and not one person are trying to continue the story. I mean, the Nia Long was
that would be the only person. But see, that would be the only person.
She's above it.
But listen,
above it.
But here's the thing. But even if she would have done that, and Ume would have continued doing what he was doing, 3 months, it would have been gone.
It would have been squashed.
It would have been over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So all you got to do is just be quiet.
All right, guys, we've got more. We're going to get to the Lakers. I promise. We're going to get to the Lakers draft picks. And there was a rumor out about the Lakers and Clippers talking, but we'll get to that when we get back. When we get back from our break. Okay, so don't go anywhere. We're going to pay some bills. That is Beeve's line. Leave it to Beeve. We're going to pay some bills. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Profanity Nation. United One Protection Services. With over 30 years of experience, United One Protection Services has more expertise and knowledge than the other security companies combined. Residential, commercial, municipal, or institutional, United One Protection Services does more than just security. We protect your livelihood. United One Protection Services.
Profanity Nation.
A podcast for the fans, by the fans. Dive deep into the topics the other shows miss, raw and uncensored.
And he's going to play team ball. His legacy is at stake.
Rare, hard-hitting interviews with players, coaches, and you, the super fans.
I'm not hating. I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
3 championships in 5 years. He's more than good, bro.
Profanity Nation. Listen live or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Powered by Jesse Brown of Keller Williams.
Hey, we're back at the Profanity Nation podcast. Voice the professional fan. Okay, guys, we're back. All right, so let's get to we have a lot. We were talking about a lot of stuff during the break, so let's stick to what we promised. We promised we're going to talk about the Lakers a little bit, guys. We know we talked a little bit about the Lakers draft picks. Now they also picked up a couple undrafted players. Everybody out there, if you don't know,
Some of these gonna be fun.
yeah, if you don't know, you better ask somebody. The Lakers are second to none in their scouting for late round draft picks and undrafted players. So do not sleep.
Oh,
on,
yeah.
on the
I
summer
think we
league
got some
or
gems.
later. Yeah.
Can I be honest about that, man? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I've heard of the players that they drafted.
Yep.
I really don't care about those. I literally want the summer league to go and find that person.
Who's that gem?
That's
year?
going
Gonna contribute.
Yeah. I just want to find out who that person is.
There it is.
So
There it
it's
is.
gonna be somebody I never heard of. You know what I'm saying?
Some surprise.
Because, because you already know this 17th pick, he ain't gonna be there in front of it in the season.
He's a draft. He's a trade.
He's not gonna be there. He's gonna probably go down.
So that's why they
That's
moved
his
up to
role.
get Max.
I'm not
Max
tripping.
Lewis.
No, it's just
Max Lewis is the one we gonna keep.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
He's the gem.
It was
He's the gem.
Yeah. We had, what it was Max Christie. Remember, it was Max Christie last year, and the other dude. Oh my God, Jose.
It keeps going. Jose
Juan
Toscano.
Yeah, Juan. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
we always get
and
good stuff.
So listen, I'm not even tripping about who they drafted. They're gonna take them down to the G League. They're gonna be the G League the whole year, and then they're gonna get shipped off somewhere. I want to know who their diamond in the rough gonna be, and we ain't gonna figure that out until the summer league.
All right.
That's
We're
just
looking forward to that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's Lakers. So there's really, other than that, we're going to see, there was some talk, when Chris Paul with Phoenix, when Bradley Beal went there, what was going to happen with Chris Paul. Well, it ends up Chris Paul was shipped off to the Wizards, guys, and he was banished to the Wizards. And everyone thought he would get bought out.
Right.
And odds on favorite was the Lakers, and he would finally make his way to the Lakers, and the Lakers would get another aging veteran that's going to be injured. And I feel like Lakers fans are really 50-50 on that. However, it didn't happen.
Good.
Yeah.
Instead, Golden State came out of nowhere and saved the day, and they gave up Jordan Poole and draft picks, a first round and second round
Why is
draft
it worth
pick
that much?
for Chris Paul.
Why'd you
Now,
want that
let's get this straight. The word was the Lakers would only take him on a vet minimum. This guy got traded for Jordan Poole, a first round and a second round draft pick, Chris Paul. Right off the bat, I was flabbergasted. Your thought on that?
Okay, so let's look. So you're saying, like, what's going on? Honestly, when it came to us to try to get rid of Westbrook, we had to attach first round picks to get rid of him. Like, nobody wanted to take on him without us giving up something. They didn't want to just go player for player. We had to attach first round pick to it. We got lucky because before people were saying we had to attach 2 first round picks to get rid of Westbrook. So let's apply the same principle to another problem. Everybody thought the problem in that locker room was Draymond Green. It seemed like that team said, yo, we cool with what he did. It ain't shifted anything. It ain't rippled nothing. Now he got to go. And so now he's gone. And the only way we could get rid of him, we got to attach a first round pick to him to get him out of here because nobody's going to take Poole and that large contract. Okay, that we got to remember that's a contract is hefty. Okay, and so yeah, he's over there now. But let's look at what Chris Paul does for the Warriors. Chris Paul obviously is not going to be in the starting lineup. It'll be the first time in his career he's coming off the bench. However, I really believe this is the only place in the league that he can do it. Where would he be set? Where he's playing on behind the greatest backcourt in league history. So if that is the moniker of what they're giving Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, then yeah, to go ahead and boost that up, like kind of like Sean Livingston did for them. You know, those couple of first couple championships. I think Chris Paul is going to work for them because he doesn't have to, because the heavy lifting is going to be on Steph and Klay's part.
Well, that's funny. You bring up the heavy lifting money. Do you think that their thought obviously was we need to escape the Jordan Poole contract, like Stat said? That's obvious. And you know, I actually applaud their let's just do it, let's just cut it at the head, let's get rid of it. But do you think the fact that they did this to get Chris Paul? I mean, there are other ways, other players, lots of other things they could have done to get Chris Paul. And we understand he's coming off the bench, but is this actually some sort of acknowledgement that they need to get the ball out of Curry's hand more, that they need to play him off ball more? Klay isn't hitting quite at the same clip that he was. Now getting Curry off ball might open more three. Is this maybe that type of play?
we do know that Chris Paul is a way better passer than Curry. So which means that we know he'll be able to command the offense. And you know, if Thompson is not there or not performing, hurt or whatever, then you can put him in the starting lineup, and then you know, he can kind of run the offense. The same thing. It allows Curry to be off ball. You know, pick and pop and shoot, which is great for him. You know, so I think I definitely think it's a great thing for the Warriors. It's just really interesting to me because I remember when they won the championship, and when he the one talk about we about to get paid.
Yeah,
remember he was like, "Oh, we about to get paid."
Yeah,
and I always thought that was interesting. Like y'all just won the championship, and you're thinking about the contract that they're about to sign you for. Like you felt that your value was probably higher than what you really thought it was.
Yeah,
and so you know, my grandfather. You talk about your grandfather. My grandfather told me about people. He says one thing about people: the only thing that money does is amplify the person that you are. Right.
Okay.
So, in other words, if you're a giver, you know, we don't have that much. If you become a millionaire, you're gonna give more. If you're a-hole, you know, we ain't got that much, you're gonna be a bigger hey-hole. So he probably was a manageable one that they felt that they could deal with. But once they gave him that money, you know, then he became.
I love your analogy.
Then they saw his areas. Right. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Because I mean, y'all. Because I mean, I just thought that was
we
crazy.
all have had that money for years.
Yeah,
for real.
because see,
for real.
I honestly
act
thought
like you've been here.
Yeah, that's why I try to teach my kids. Like, hey, you know, when you walk in a place, act like you've been there before.
Now, of course, we're just going to put this out there. We welcome Jordan Poole on the show to explain his side of it.
Anytime,
yeah,
anytime.
But I'm just trying to say, like, why is that the first thing? Hey, dog, we about to get paid. Y'all celebrate this moment that you may never have again. And according to your NBA status now, you probably ain't gonna have it again,
right?
Because you over there. And they ain't going nowhere now.
Pulling some Latrell Sprewell stuff.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. And what's really funny is because you know it's bad when you compare skill sets. His skill set's better than Draymond Green's right now, and Jordan Poole is younger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
and Draymond Green is an unrestricted free agent,
right?
So we gotta re-sign him.
Everybody,
and at the price that he wants,
right? Yeah. And everybody
probably
is
more
saying,
than Poole.
And everybody was saying that Draymond Green was on his way out.
Yeah.
But they now look like Draymond Green.
Oh, he's in there.
That
podcast is thriving now.
Now let's thanks, Draymond. So, you know, does this make them a contender? It doesn't. This doesn't make them any stronger
really
against
change.
not us, against Denver, right? You got to go against the champs. This doesn't help them against Denver in any way.
They definitely need a man. They need a big man.
They don't. This doesn't help them at all.
If they don't have a big man,
they need a big man.
If they don't have a big man, I'm sorry, we got swept.
And we beat Golden State handedly. So, and we have Anthony Davis.
They don't have a big man. They get swept too.
It doesn't matter. And Chris Paul has not been functional in the playoffs for I don't know how many years. I mean, Houston, he was always
all
injured.
he has to do is play like 12, 13 minutes, though. That's it. That's the thing.
True.
I think Chris Paul, if he could get 12 and 5.
Of course, we welcome Chris Paul on the show as well.
12 and 5 on that team is go a long way.
If you know him, give him a call.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, guys.
But it's really been crazy, man. I can't wait for the new season. You know, we're going to the summer to see what else is going to happen. Summer League is going to be great.
Summer League's coming up. We'll see. That's in July. The Lakers are playing in 2 different tournaments this summer. They're playing in the California Classic, which is in Sacramento. That is scheduled so inconveniently on July 3rd and July 5th. So if you're into spending July 4th in Sacramento, beautiful town.
Love the Lakers.
Love it.
Love America.
You can go up to the California Classic in Sacramento. And then after that, of course, everyone's going to be in Vegas for the actual Summer League. And that'll be exciting. Guys, really quick, I just want to touch before we go. We're going to go and we'll touch you. Okay, good. But really quick, as you know, while you were gone and so forth, I've been covering a lot of the Sparks games.
Yeah.
So we have a new show now on Infanity TV, which is LA Sparks Weekly. There's also a Instagram LA Sparks Weekly, and we're covering all the press conferences. We're covering the games. We have our host Fredo and Michael doing pre-game, halftime, and post-game shows. Definitely want to follow it if you're into the Sparks. Huge win today.
Yeah.
They beat Dallas 2 games in a row and now have beat them 3 times this year. And Dallas, the Dallas Wings is actually a pretty good team. So Sparks are back to 500, which is pretty good, guys. But they go on the road. So shout out to the Sparks. Just want to put that out there and definitely catch a game because it's good basketball.
Yeah.
Good basketball. Okay. So you watch the show or you listen to the show. If you listen to the show or you watch the show, you know that we always finish the show with a segment we call Money Mike's Out of Bounds. Money Mike's going to share his thoughts or opinions on a topic. I can't wait to hear this one. And it's simple. He just wants to know if those thoughts are inbounds or out of bounds.
I'm 100% inbounds.
You've got the mic.
I'm 100% inbounds, man. So you guys have probably heard, I think, what was it, a week and a half ago, there was a certain Hall of Famer that retired by the name of former Denver Nugget. Carmelo.
Yes, Mr. Anthony.
Right. Yeah, Mr. Anthony.
Do you know this one?
Yeah. And so Carmelo Anthony, you know, he when the Nuggets won, you know what I mean, he tweeted, you know, Nuggets, you know, and he was cheering, you know, for the Nuggets to win. You know, Carmelo went to a couple of different places, but I think we all know him as a Nugget, you know, and everything he did for that town. And he's Hall of Famer, and I think he definitely deserves to get his number retired. But I think it's unfortunate because he will never, ever be able to get his number retired. Right. So, you know, like and so I've been trying to find out
why can't he?
Well, because
tell him.
The reason why his number can't get retired is because there is a 42nd pick of the draft that went over to the Nuggets and became number 15, you know, the same as Carmelo. He just happened to have back-to-back MVP award as well as finals champion
and MVP award.
and therefore I think the only way that they would have to retire Carmelo's number is if Jokic graciously changes numbers. So
ain't no way.
You can't retire that under his
so
name.
Am I out of bounds for saying that Carmelo Anthony deserves to get his number retired, but never will simply because he got the short end of the stick?
You're out of bounds.
Okay, let's hear it.
You're out of bounds. He took the money. He took the money and ran. He said, you know what? I'm going to go to New York. He went for the bag of cash. That's what he chose. He left them for the cash. He's not a Damian Lillard, and I understand money, but he left that town for cash. He didn't come back out of bounds.
Okay. Whoa.
So you don't think he should get his number retired?
Not at Denver, no.
Okay. So no.
Okay, go.
So this is what I was gonna say. I didn't even think about what you said right there. That's so we're gonna punish him because there's no real reason for us to retire your number while the real number 15 is still the dude. We got the real number 15 talking about he could be one of the top 10 ever. Okay, with his wonky, uncoordinated ass, like, you know what I'm saying? Like straight up, quirky ass. Like, how do you defend this dude? Yeah. He makes everything. Like, so this is like cheat code.
I can't wait to see the high school teams are getting all these big Opie guys onto their team. Everyone brought all these kids to follow Steph Curry. Now there's going to be these Opie guys.
You don't know. So the fact that he was picked at 42nd, Denver said, ain't no way he's going to be better than the number 2 pick in the draft with LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh is in. Ain't no way he's going to be the better of those. Bruh. So now they have a dilemma. So the only reason you can do is you have to allow, and Anthony has to know it now. He has to know it. Just like you said it, he knows it. People are already clowning him about that. He knows it. He has to wait now. He has to wait the whole Jokic's career. He has to wait until there's his 5 years of his period before he's eligible, get retired, wait 2 years after that, and then retire shit. Because there's no way he can retire now.
No, you're wrong.
You gonna make him retire it now?
You're wrong. No, you're wrong. They never were going to retire it.
Okay, there you go then. Okay, so
if the Lakers have intention on retiring a jersey, it's not available to be chosen for any player. Denver knew what they were doing when they made it available. They never had the intention on retiring.
Jeff, why are you doing this to me, dude? I got good points, and you are like really making bad. Like, honestly, like the fact that you said that, they know we silently retire the numbers.
They said
we silently retire numbers, bro. And so
no, but Lakers silently retire numbers.
Yeah, everyone does.
Any team they take it, and it's not available anymore.
Dude, there was no quarterback that was drafted after Montana left to go get number 16 before he got retired. Ain't no way.
It's hell.
Ain't no way.
It's hell.
We know.
We're holding a
it
long time ago.
Yeah, that's true.
That jersey's not being retired.
They were holding that. Matter of fact,
so you guys are saying that Carmelo doesn't deserve.
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve. I'm just saying
he's saying he don't deserve.
He's saying he don't deserve it. I'm saying he could get recognition.
But you can't. How you can't recognize him
after?
Who else is retired there?
Nobody.
Then no.
But who? Maybe like what?
Oh no, Alex English.
Alex English has.
Okay.
Yeah. Did Kiki Vanderbilt get?
I'm not sure. I know Alex English has.
So tell us in the comments below. Tell us who else they have retired, and then I'll tell you if it's worth it. But no, I'll tell you, Denver never had intentions on retiring. The second he walked out the door and went to the Knicks, they said, bye-bye. That was it. With that, if you can find it in time. If not, thank you for joining us. We will be back next week with the Profanity Nation podcast, as always, on Infanity TV. Follow us on YouTube or click on infanitytv.com. That's where you'll find us. Be sure to follow us on Instagram as well. And Money Mike, did you find anything? Not yet?
Yeah. So really, Alex English.
Retired jerseys for Denver. Here we go.
Fat Lever.
Okay.
David Thompson.
Yeah.
And then Dan Eisel.
Okay.
Oh, Dikembe Mutombo.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So should Carmelo with these players? Probably.
Yeah, I mean,
okay, so then they definitely put out that number out of spite. They have to, like you said, it's silently retired. Teams know what they do. That wasn't an accident.
Yeah, Carmelo Anthony better than those players.
That was not
Fat Fever. Wait. Fat Lever. He averaged 17 points. He played 6 seasons. Yeah. Averaged 17 points.
Yeah.
7 rebounds. And 7 assists.
Okay,
like Simpson said. Like he said, right?
Yeah. By Denver standards, absolutely.
You're looking at those numbers like, then I know Carmelo Anthony has better numbers, but he is not.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are correct.
There it is. That would be, we don't like you anymore. And with that, we're going to go ahead and close the show, guys. Thank you so much. We will be back next week. You are watching the Profanity Nation podcast. Follow us or subscribe. We'll see you then. Thanks, guys.
Sir.
Peace.